No, this is not a draw. It's just like literally a few minutes before going live with you here on Instagram, here on YouTube and Facebook. Those guys are double of, I would say, double of that size of stickies were literally covering my desktop. And so I'm like, there is no way I'm going to do a Facebook Live, Instagram Live, or even go on my podcast in chaos. And this actually inspired me to talk to you today about how the importance of taking all the stickies or potential leads in your business and put them in your, look at this, in your funnel. Because this week, this is what we're talking about, how you build a sales funnel and what are the steps. So basically, when you are online, whether you have a social media strategy or not, you end up with stickies all over the web. And the idea is, how do you get them to get into your funnel? And there are multiple colors. Some are warm, some going to be cold, some going to be like not the right people in the right funnel. So this is why, if you are a service-based female entrepreneur, whether you sell services, programs, courses, if you're a lawyer, a graphic designer, or a consultant, a coach, this is for you. Because the first part of your funnel is actually to attract people. So how do I attract people is one thing, but maybe you already have a good business that is, but you want to optimize the number of sales. You can go further, you can get more clients. So what do you do to attract new people with your sales funnel? And this is, where most of the time it's kind of, you always get into, if you don't change your strategy, optimize it, you end up always seeing all the time, same people commenting or uploading your downloads and stuff like that. So the story behind the funnel is actually a full blog on my blog, and I should put the link in the comments. But what I want to show you today is how the system I use at Social Media Love to attract new people, and it's actually the exact same system that I use with my clients. And I'm going to share my screen with you because I prepped. Let me find a way to open this and put in the comments the link to the blog so that it's exactly about how to attract. So first thing first, I'm going to explain to you how I attract people in my funnel. And you probably already do it without knowing that you're having a funnel. So the first thing that I would always advise to my student or to myself is to make sure that you show up. Even if you're not organized, show up. Because remember when you were at kindergarten and you were in your yard, like, at break time, they would send us to play. Guess who had the attention on the playground? Those kids who were like doing the funny things. They were maybe more excited than others or trying funny things, and then people would look at them and wanting to become their friends. So if you don't show up, number one, you won't attract anybody. So how do you become visible in a way that you attract the right people? So you're going to hear me to say a bunch of things that are already on the blog. So I'm not going to go deep on that, because I want you to go to the blog and, of course, pay attention to how you attract people so that you don't have anybody coming to you, but really the right people. Otherwise, you're going to end up with people on your email list or on your Facebook Live or in your Facebook group or in LinkedIn group, wherever you are visible. You want to have the right people. So the first thing that I want to show you, and I'm going to share my screen, is that it's really important that you commit to build content that is actually content that you do every week. For example, you choose actually the frequency of it, but it has to be a frequency that you respect, that you do all the time. So for me, it's once a week. I'm going to build content. I call this signature content that is helpful to people who may find me on social media or online. Okay, I'm trying to share the right thing. This one. Stay tuned. So every week, if you've been following me for a while, you've been actually seeing, like for years and years, it's always the same system. And it's how I grow my hive. That's how I do it. So here in the middle, I don't know if you see, let me know in the comments, can you see well enough? I want to make sure you see well enough so that, yeah, okay, let me show you. So don't worry, some words are in French, but we don't care about that because I'm going to show you what I mean. Okay, so here's the little bee and the honey. It is exactly your signature content. So what can you share with perfect strangers online every week that not only showcase your expertise and help you grow your authority, but most of all, help people so that when people find you, then they're so attracted to you that they're gonna actually want to see more of you, and then they're gonna start to trust you, and then they're gonna go in your funnel, right? So what is that signature content? So you can attract people with many ways. Most of the easiest way to attract people is to educate them. This is why tutorials are great when you go deep on a topic that you know people are looking for. So basically what I do, I use, for example, answerthepublic.com. And it's an app that helps you figure out what are the top questions that people are asking Google, or, when you go and search online, you put just 2 keywords, and then that tool called Answer the Public gonna actually give you the top questions that people are searching online about that topic. So for you, when it's your weekly content, time to go out there and teach something that is related to that question that everybody's asking. It's time to use your expertise and kind of showcase people how to answer that question so that they have an answer that helps them grow their personal life, professional life, or whatever they are looking for. So basically, you can do this, or you can also pay attention to what people are asking you online. Maybe they ask you questions, write them down in Excel sheet, for example, and go back to this. This is what I do. And I use also my stickies. So sometimes I go in there and I pick, oh, what was that question that this person asked me during a roundtable, for example. And then the other way you can do is that if you belong to LinkedIn or Facebook groups, you're probably hanging out with people who are potential clients of yours based on the services, the programs, or the courses that you sell. So pay attention in those groups. What do people ask? And grab that question, copy and paste it, and put it in that Excel sheet so that you're never dry out of content. So that's one thing. So once you know your frequency in terms of what type of signature content can I produce every week or every whatever, you decide the frequency. I would recommend to start with the weekly thing. You're going to decide also your platform. So do you want to use a video platform, an audio platform, or a word platform? So basically a podcast, a YouTube channel or Facebook channel, or something that has videos that live on there, or a blog for written words. I started to attract people with my YouTube channel. This is how I attract perfect strangers in a way that also help me pre-qualify them, because you may look like a stranger to them when they find your video for the first time on your podcast, but the way you build your signature content actually should be filtering for you who should see your content. So for example, when I started that video, I told you, if you're a coach, a consultant, a graphic designer, or someone who is a service-based woman entrepreneur, I kind of give you example of who I am helping in that world with social media love. So it's how you position your content to attract the right people. So that's one thing. So I have a YouTube channel, and every week I get leads from people who Google questions, or Google in YouTube, or like search in YouTube. They find my videos, and then they download my lead magnets, and then they get into my email list. So this is why I share my screen here. And if you are on Instagram, just if you want to see, I'm just gonna do this for Instagram. It is possible. Everything is possible. Yeah, kind of. I think you see my little diagram. So in the middle, it's my pot of honey. This is my signature content with my link magnet. So I'm not gonna talk about the link magnet too much today. I want to talk about the attraction machine. So for people to come and get to your lead magnet or to the kind of the thing you give them for free in exchange of their email. So I want to talk to you of the before of this. So basically, you have a signature content that you publish every week, whether it's a video, a blog, or a podcast, and you're gonna promote that signature content on all your social media estates. So for me, it's on Instagram, on Facebook, on my blog, on LinkedIn. I should have I had more than that. I have also Pinterest, which is amazing, and then TikTok. I am not that disciplined with TikTok, but it is part of my social media places, right? So what I do is that I juice my content, basically. You juice your content in a way that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just publish one piece of content that is very valuable for your people every week. And then after that, you take pieces of that content, you make it, you see here on my list, is that you make it a blog article, you make it a story, you make it an image, you make it a quote, you make it a carousel, a meme, or a 1 or 2 or 3 minute video. It's basically kind of building a building block. It's one block that you share in different pieces, and this promote your signature content so that if they see like your 2-minute video or your live video like I do today, I'm sending you to my YouTube channel via my blog. Okay, so it's what we call a funnel, because those stickies were all over my office, my desk, and then I decided to send them on the highway of my vase so that I capture them. So now they're in there, and then this probably is my email box right there. So this is the nurturing phase that is coming at you, but today it's all about the attraction machine. So you can attract with your signature content, yes. Then after that, you can also attract with, for example, being a guest on a podcast or on a video show, or on a blog, in a magazine, if you're a guest writer. This is another way to attract, right? So whenever you are in front of a new audience that is not even yours, you are actually becoming visible in front of new people that you don't know. They don't know you. They're probably pre-qualified for you because you're gonna pick, podcasts or shows that kind of is related to your audience, and then people are gonna kind of see you, meet you for the first time. Then after that, they may go to your Facebook page and see a new video of you, and they might want to give you their email, and up there in your email box. Again, should stop sharing here so that we can see each other. Yes, stop screen, here we go. Okay, so that's one way to do it. Another way is to make sure that you run ads on Facebook, for example. So one thing that we always do with my student is that anything that is signature content, which is bringing awareness to your brand, we run ads on them so that more people can see that signature content. So that when you're ready for people to either attend your webinars, either attend an event that you organize, or even a lead magnet you want to show them specifically, you can retarget those people who have been watching your videos for months and months and months. There is tools on Facebook that is pretty efficient for that, right? So that's another way to actually attract. There is many ways. You can also get some people to send you referrals, is another way to attract. So whatever your system of attraction is, and usually you should have a few. I mainly use social media and YouTube. So that's part of social media, but I also try to be a guest workshopper, like to do workshop for organizations or webinars for organizations and their members. That's kind of how I do it. And then referrals. So, but no matter where those people are coming from, they're all coming to your funnel. And we'll talk about that, when does the click happen, right? So first you need to become visible, be consistent in producing your content, no matter what is the format. And then after that, making sure that more people see your new content so that they want to actually fall in love with you. That's kind of the first part of the funnel. Number one is to attract by producing beautiful content. When I say beautiful, is that this is when you give the best of la crème de la crème for your audience, where they really see, without even buying anything from you, that, wow, if you do this for free, what can it be when it's time to pay you for your services, right? So this is how you build trust. So now that you know how to build your attraction machine using social media and a sales funnel, part one, I want you to think about, number one, what could be your signature content? And we said around education, about what could you educate people? Number two, what is your favorite platform to distribute that signature content? And how you're going to promote it, right? So which social media platforms, or maybe email every week, I don't know. Like, think about how you're going to not only create your content, which platform, and how you're going to cross-pollinate your social media ecosystem with that signature content, so that you kind of drive people from the stranger sphere of people who could become your clients to a place where they can learn more about you, more about your content, and then end up in your email list. So that's the second part, right? So I'm going to leave you on this. Read more about this, because the key behind this is to make sure that you know who you're talking to. This is why on the blog I go deep and deeper on how you select the people you want to attract to your funnel. So go to the blog. The link should be around this video. If it's not, send me a DM. And the blog is called What Exactly is a Sales Funnel? Part one, right? And it's also on the podcast, and all those links should be somewhere around here. If it's not, again, let me know and I'll send them to you. I hope this helps you, and I would love to know. What is your system of attraction? Do you have a signature content? Do you have a plan around being so consistent? Like, for example, for me, like, it's one video a week, no matter what, and then a live show like this to go deeper on that topic of the week. Hopefully it serves you. Hello here. And then if you have any question, let me know in the comments. Oh, I see comments here. I want to answer your question, because this is okay. Angela, hello. Hi, Angelique. I commit to showing up to 3 posts a week and commenting on other people's posts every day. This is so powerful, because I love what you say here. That's a part of attraction I didn't touch today, but you're bringing it here. It's one thing to produce content, but to go and participate to others' contents in a sphere of people that could be either your potential clients or potential partners for your business is as key. Because what does it do? If you're on LinkedIn or if you're on Facebook, when you leave, hello, Hélène, when you leave when you leave a comment, then you either use your profile, Facebook, or profile, like personal profile, LinkedIn, and people are gonna go and check who's that chick here is saying that amazing thing in the comments, and they're gonna go and check your profile on your Facebook. page, if you comment as your business on Facebook, and then this is how connection happens. Like, no kidding, this is how it works. And at the very beginning, I want to give you an example. At the very beginning of my weekly show that I do with female entrepreneur, it's called The Real Story Behind Our Business. It's in French and in English, and it's mostly every other week, or every week, it depends. But at first, when I picked my guests, I would pick them from what you do, Angela, here. Like, you spend time going on others' accounts, see who is talking there in the comments, and then I would find people interesting to follow, either because they are kind of in my world as social media strategists, or because they could become clients. So I would literally follow them or check what they're doing, commenting on their thing. And then after that, maybe after 2-3 weeks of following them, interacting with them, connecting, I would invite them to my show. And this is how I ended up. I remember that example because I remember it went super fast. And I was sure that that woman was in California. I am in the eastern part of Canada. And I was sure that this amazing dentist was actually in California. Don't ask me why, I don't know. So, and then it happened that she's in the city next door to me in Eastern Canada. And then I did the interview, and then she actually became like a superstar in the world of dentists in Canada. And she teaches workshops, summits, national stuff. And she put my name on her slide to show our audience how to, resources for dentists who wants to learn how to get new leads, right? So this just happened by interacting with that complete stranger at first, following her, like interacting, getting interested. Like, it's like going to a party, right? To go on social media and you really go and say hi, you ask questions, you want to learn more, and then you become friends or clients or partners in business, right? So thank you for this, Angela. Yeah, and now I see, Angela, you say if they like the comment, they might think, what do they do anyway? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I love this. I love this. Excellent. Okay, so I'm not going to keep you longer. If you have any question, or if you know someone who would benefit from this video or the blog that I linked to, let them know, because, we want to raise a social media love movement. I want you to help me get people to love social media, because we hear so much about what social media is not good for, but there's so many things why it's good for. And one of them is to help women to become visible, share their voice, their ideas, their leadership, their expertise, their stories, and their lucrative offers. So here we go. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies on Instagram. I love being here with you. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Ciao, ciao.